Hi, this is Cheryl Metcalf. So, the case of Selena and the Robb school shootings gets disturbing and weird. And it's like maybe a quadruple case of weird. I'm not even sure if that's adequate enough to describe it. But I'm about to describe a certain level of weird that's hard to keep up with. It even had my head spinning trying to keep up with it. So, Rogelio Torres was a Robb school shooting victim. Liz Torres was on Gilmore Girls. Alvaro Torres and Selena sang Buenos Amigos together. Nathan was friends with Junior Torres, who moved. Nathan's my son. My son was really disappointed when Junior had to move. He had one friend he hung out with, and that was Junior. And Junior would text my son even when he was in trouble, and he would ask me if it was okay for me to let my son talk to him when he was in trouble, and he was really polite. He just had this polite way about him and made it really hard to say no. Yeah, and Junior was a kind kid. My son needed shoes for Christmas, and his shoes were falling apart, and I couldn't afford to get him shoes. I'd already gotten him his other presents. Well, he got him shoes. It was much appreciated. But, so Martin Gomez did work on the designs for Selena. And he said Yolanda Saldivar would sabotage the designs. Like, he'd mess them up after he got them all stitched up and everything for her fashion business. And Angeli Rose Gomez went into the Robb school to go save her children. And the cops didn't want to let her go in. She was pretty much like, screw that, I'm going in. She was pretty much like, yeah, good luck with that. But she was in a rush to go in to get her kids, and the cops weren't going in. There was something weird about the whole thing. And Salvador Ramos killed Xavier Lopez. And what got weird with it is that Jennifer Lopez played Selena in the movie, and Danny Ramos was a second assistant director for Selena in 1997. And Uzziah Garcia was a Robb school shooting victim, and so was Irma Garcia, a teacher. And Roger Garcia was the guitarist for Selena y Los Dinos that Chris Perez replaced. So this thing gets pretty weird, and it just takes on layers of weirdness very quickly. So yeah, those are just the oddities that I've noticed about the case. This is Cheryl Metcalf speaking.